Hey everybody, Jared here with the Enphase training team. I have this really cool video for you today all around the Enlightened Homeowner app. There's some things that we've added in there recently that you may or may not know that you can take advantage of using some really cool artificial intelligence that we built into our system. That's called the AI Assistant. So if that interests you and you're wanting to know more about what's going on with AI Assistant, this video is for you. Let's jump in. All right, the first thing we're going to do is open up that Homeowner app. And we're going to look for the sun icon on the bottom right-hand side. That's going to be our AI assistant. Once that loads, we can now see that it has some suggestions for us on how to use the tool, like system check, system access, system upgrade. But we're going to go beyond that, and we're going to start talking to it like a standard AI prompt. And so what we're going to do is you can either type in your question or what you want it to do, or you can use your microphone and just speak to it. So for me, that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to start my microphone and tell it to do a certain thing for us and see what the expected results are. Analyze the data since the system has been installed and create a table of the highest kilowatt output power production per month for the life of the system. So we've entered that into our prompt. Now let's see what it spits out. And this could take some time. It's got to process a lot of information, right? Do a lot of analysis, but let's see what it does. And you can get pretty creative with these prompts. I'm going to give you a couple to check out for yourself. I'm going to do some on here, but then I'm also want to hear from you on how you guys want to use this and what you guys could use this for. I've done some pretty cool experiments and it's shown some pretty interesting results. So here we go. So it has a system production analysis for my house. I have a system on my house, and it shows me that my highest daily production was that total lifetime. And again, as we go down, it gives us a full breakdown in a chart or a table and gives us some of our results, which is pretty nice. All right, so we can scroll over on some of these as well. So again, if you have some output on it, you can go ahead and use that to look at your highest and lowest producing months. And then it also gives you some production insights for your best day, your peak season, things like that, which is all pretty cool. Right, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can definitely see the seasonality of your power production. So again, in the summer months, you're going to have some peak. Winter and cold months, you're going to have less power production, as we see here. You can also use those two arrows, and you can open up the graphs to do a little bit better analysis of it. You can also zoom in like you can on your normal phone, and then you can kind of move around and see the numbers based on that as well. Pretty cool. So the other thing I want to look at is maybe individual microinverter data, right? I want to know what microinverter on my roof created the most amount of power and which one created the least amount of power. So we can go and ask the tool that as well. Now, the historical data is going to be up there in the cloud, but we're just going to look at the last 60 days. So let's see what it says. So I'm going to open up my prompt again, and I'm just going to talk to it. Looking at the microinverter data over the last 60 days, which microinverter has produced the most amount of power and which one has produced the least amount of power? So we've talked to the tool. Now we're going to hit go, and it's going to do its analysis, and let's see what it says. And we're just going to speed this up in the video so you don't have to wait around for the tool to think. And here we go. So over the last 31 days, it looks like it gave me instead of the 60. So here's a detailed report. So here's my top performer. There's my serial number, top performer. It's on my second array. So I have two arrays on my roof. One is an east facing and one is a west facing roof. So I've got two. None are optimal, facing complete south. So you can see I've got that serial number showing its best, that serial number showing its lowest performer. And because it's my system, I know that that one is actually shaded from a chimney for most of the afternoon. So if that makes sense to me, it's basically half the output of the top performer. And what's pretty cool about this, it gives you some key findings. So it does some analytics for you as well. Tells you some really cool information about performance distribution on roof number 1 versus 2. That's going to be our different arrays that we have built in the tool. It shows you your top performers, your bottom performers, and then also the observation, which is the one we know about. It says, hey, this is your lowest. It's significantly lower than everybody else. And it says, hey, why don't you either suggest, or they offer suggestions on maybe getting an installer out here to look at it, see what's going on. Do you want me to troubleshoot, which is pretty cool as well. But I know as a system owner, I'm pretty in tune with my system. And I know that particular microinverter is specifically behind a chimney that is shaded most of the day. And so that's pretty cool. Let's do another one to show what else this tool can do. So I have batteries on my house. I have two 10T batteries. So this is their second generation battery. And I have a whole home backup as well. And so what I want to know is, how much money have I saved by having these batteries over the years, by not having to pull in energy from the grid, right? Kind of interesting to know. So we're going to ask the tool to do some calculations for us and figure that out. Let's see what it spits out. So I open up the prompt again, and then I'm going to give it some commands. And again, you can feed it anything you want. Using my rate schedule, how much money has my battery saved me per month from not having to import from the grid since it's being installed? Create a table with the data and highlight the months that have been saved me the most amount of money. So again, it's going to do some thinking, some calculations, looking at the data, looking at the rate schedule that's been entered in. And so while it does that, I'm going to go ahead and speed up this video until we get the results. And here we go. So it says battery savings analysis for my house. And it says, so far, my batteries have been installed since August 15th of 2023. And here's my summary. So total battery savings looks to be about $5,400. Pretty cool. Total energy discharged, it looks like about 13 megawatts. Average monthly savings about $164. And it tells you what my rate schedule is from PG&E. So that's Pacific Gas and Electric out here in Northern California. So it shows you that we've got the tariff rate used for, we have a winter rate and we also have a summer rate. So those will change the amount of money that it costs us. But then if we come down here a little bit further, you'll see on a monthly basis, right, highlighted by performance. So each month, the season, energy discharged. And if we just look at the table, we can scroll over again to the right. You can see the rate at which we were charged. And you can see our overall savings. And you can see the trophies. Those look like our highest month savings. And if we keep scrolling down, you can see we've got winter. We're in there. And it shows you our savings per month there as well, which is all pretty cool, pretty handy. So if we keep scrolling down even more, it tells you your top 5 months highest savings. So back in August of 2025, we've saved $245. That's our best one set since my system's been installed. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. And we have some key insights as well. But then again, we also have these cool charts down below giving you some more detailed information. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with this tool that may not be really apparent when you first start to use it. But as you dive into it and start to get pretty creative, you can get some pretty interesting results with those prompts and how you enter that data in. I've just started playing with this a little bit more in depth over the last few weeks to see what I can do with it and to see if I can get some pretty cool information out of it about my system. I do know in the future we are going to have some neat features where we can export these results to email, text, things like that. So that's not available yet, but that is going to be coming in an upcoming release. So stay tuned for that. So hopefully you guys found this video pretty interesting. If you guys have some really interesting ways to use this, let me know down in the comments. I always want to hear how you guys are using the tool and what you guys are getting out of it. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.